Is the free news? Nah, didn't think so. I knew it. Been listening. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Net. My name is Paul. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Nothing heard. If there's anything, I'm in the right place here. Yep. If there's emergency traffic, please call 911. If you have an emergency, you have something that's less than an emergency, keep it to yourself. Now, we'll always help if you need something. Maybe not today, but I'll help you. But if you have a real emergency, call 911. For information on the net, you can see us right now on YouTube. If you go to your website, go to your web browser, I should say, and you go to YouTube and you put K4PEW, which is my call, put it in the search block, and you'll come up with, you'll be able to see that there's something going on, and you just click on that. You can also go to 146415.net. That's our website, 146415.net. Information on Simplex should be useful to you if you're not familiar with Simplex. You can also go to .io site, GROUPS.India Oscar, and sign up for our email reminder system and forum, because we can have a good time doing that. Or you can sell things or buy things. It's mostly about 99% ham radio related. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net, and I'll point you in the right direction, because I can't always help there. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday night and Saturday night, as we've been doing for, well, in September it'll be next month, almost 3 or 4 weeks away. It'll be 8 full years, and we're on net number 825. Or was I not? And we conduct a net on 146.415.net. That's 146.415.net. Fun. It's not fun. You really shouldn't be here. I mean, if you don't like me, it shouldn't be here either. But if you want on the air and keep on the air, Simplex is a great way to do it. There's a lot of good people out here, and it helps you get a better system, because you'll go, I can't buddy Simplex, but I want to. Announcements. This is the big announcement of the week, really. The Ham Fest at Cedars of Lebanon Park, which isn't a monster ham fest, but it's a great place to see a lot of local people. It's put by the Short Mountain Radio Club. I'd love to see you there. I'm going to be there, but we also have this, because of that, I'm changing the location of the breakfast, our ham, Simplex breakfast, to Shoney's, because it's to the Cedars of Lebanon Park. It's a nice place to be. It opens at 7, so the breakfast is going to be at 7, because 8. Because if we started a breakfast somewhere else at 8, it would take you till whatever, a lot later. And it's better to be there. We can either start breakfast or the long breakfast, whichever you prefer. But this will give everybody a chance who wanted to go to the breakfast and go to the ham event at the park. They can do both. So it's 7 a.m. Saturday morning at Shoney's in Lebanon. Can't miss it. It's at the main exit on Cumberland Street, I think it's called, and it's north of the road on the left hand, north of A540, so you can't miss. But anyway, Shoney's is the breakfast. I have the reminders going out saying it's Shoney's. So you might have got one today. You'll get one tomorrow. You get one Friday, and so if you get tired of seeing them, just delete them. But no, that's where it's all going to be. Shoney's in Park, and I don't want anybody to miss that either. You can miss the breakfast; that's not going to bother me. But going to a ham fest is a lot more fun. I don't know if it's a lot more fun. Anyway, other announcements tonight is the 2-meter net and the 10-meter net, which is of course here on 146.415 and to 28.415 immediately afterwards. Any other additions or subtractions from those announcements? All righty. I just wonder if this thing's on, but I'll just proceed. Again, back to the semi-announcements here. Let's see. It's number 825 is the web number. We're starting from the west, but we're going to be taking check-ins from the west. People short on time, check-ins first, so please come now. Anybody short on time?
XR from the fairgrounds west of you.
Ah, very good. You're not checking in as the special event, I see.
Check in as W14.
Very good. How's the event going? I heard you talking on I forget what band it was on. I want to say it was 20 meters, but it might have been 40 meters the other day.
Yeah, we've tried to stir up a little bit of business, but we've had some issues with the sunspots and stuff. So not a great big list of contacts.
Hear you're just like a whisper because you're so close, but I could hear the other person, and he was, I forget where he was now. But anyway.
West Virginia, maybe, and we've got a Michigan.
I think it was Michigan. I think it was. It was farther away than West Virginia.
I think we've got a Canada and a Colorado too. So we've got a few. But business more than we anticipated or wanted.
Which antenna are you using out there, Glenn?
The screw antenna.
Ah, okay, very good. That can work. I've used that mobile a lot. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back with it, Tom. I appreciate you letting me check in, and y'all carry on. If any of you get out.
Very good. That's Glenn out at the fair with the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club and representing ham radio in general at the fair. And he also is operating the special event station, Whiskey 4 Tango. Glenn, which frequency operation Whiskey 4 Tango on?
We're doing 20, 40, and anything else that'll talk to us.
Okay, very good. So you're not staying on any particular. Well, thanks, Glenn. That was Glenn, Whiskey 4 Bravo X-Ray Romeo at the Tennessee State Fair. Who else is?
KG4TWI. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Ken Smyrna.
Hey, hold on, Ken. What's up, Wes? I ain't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I've been busy. I moved a couple of weeks ago. My new QTH is here now. I'm in the middle of a cold series, so I'll be checking in stores when I have time. But I'm mounting cameras and lights, but all my tools out here. But I know I've been here. I've just been in the background. KE4TWI.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like us anymore.
Oh, no.
No, I'm with you. I knew you. I was pretty sure you were pretty busy. Very good. That was Wes. And your new QTHs, you're talking about it's your new.
No, I got a house with an acre off Colesbury. It's not far from Friendship Christian. A quarter of a mile of a couple of hams that are on here. But if they're hearing me, I'm blowing them out. So on a regular basis. KE4TWI.
Yeah, and there's Wes, Kilo Echo 4 Tango in an undisclosed location somewhere near Friendship Christian School. I hear Ken in there. What's up? Whiskey Victor 4 Delta.
Not much going on. Give you another number. All kinds of stuff going on, and I won't go into that.
All righty. Well, we don't want numbers. We want people.
Absolutely. 73. Have a great day. 73 to the net.
Very good. That was Ken in Smyrna, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Hey, hold on, Brian. I believe I heard Mike up in Limits out there. How you doing, Mike?
Good. I'm just glad to make it in today. Last couple of weeks have been pretty. I could go back. That really hasn't happened with this in the past. Look, make sure the dang thing is plugged in. I'm like, I know someone didn't unplug it.
Yeah, it's rough to me. I'm having to wear my headphones. Because if you ever looked at the YouTube screen, you can see I got that noise. And what I was going to show people who are on YouTube at some point, I don't know if I can do it right now, level and 2 meters. If I switch it over to the 70 centimeters frequency of 446, 415, there's no noise whatsoever. It's all noise.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good. I'm glad you jumped in. I have to do with conditions. Very good. Appreciate you checking in, Michael. That was Kilo 4, Gulf Sierra Alpha, and he is in, well, just a little Clarksville. Good signal, considering that I'd be able to hear you great if I didn't have this noise, but it's a good signal in spite of that. Anyway, Brian.
I'm doing okay. I just wanted to get up out of the basement. And I'm kind of wondering how Michael's doing. That's on Monday.
He said he was doing great. He's doing fine, and they didn't need another additional intervention mechanically or electrically or otherwise. And he took him off that medication, and he says he's looking forward to the Ham Fest on Saturday.
Okay, well, the Marion Martin money take all the stuff home with him. Anyhow, K366.
I think he told me he's just waiting on some software upgrades. All right, and it's, boy, I wrote down the wrong call sign here. It's Kilo Alpha 4, Charlie Tango Papa. I had written down because my letters, because my brain went crazy. Anyway, Kilo Alpha 4, Charlie Tango Papa. That's Brian in Hendersonville. Great signal, by the way, Brian. Your new really overcomes any noise level I have here. Who else is short on time? All right, we're going to go ahead to. Anybody from the West, please come now. Yeah, very good, Greg. Did you ever get that multi-element beam all squared away?
Studying up how to properly make a gamma match.
Yeah, I've got a. In fact, I bought a part today for a new that Moxon I was going to build for 220.
Yeah, let me know what dimensions you come up with.
All right, will do. I think it's going to be okay though. You've seen the calc.
I haven't gone to the page where the actual calculator is, but I've seen like pictures of the calculator, if that makes sense.
Easy. All you need to do is give the wire diameter in millimeters or inches, and then it gives you the calculations for all the dimensions. It's really very simple.
Yeah, I've looked at a couple plans yesterday. I think I understand.
Hey, your signal's holding up good. How you doing?
I'm holding up good too.
All right, very good. Anything else for the net?
No. Appreciate you doing it.
Very good. That's Greg, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is? Nobody else west? Man, somebody go wake up Jack. He's west. South, please come now. Hello, Bill. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Got to have a good. Well, absolutely. Life's really too short to go around with a bad attitude. Well, very good. Anything else for the net, Bill? Very good, Bill. Good to have you in there. That's Bill. Great signal as always. He overcomes my noise signal, that's for sure. Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee. Who else is?
Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, Mr.
Hey, yeah, man, but when you ask for short timers, are you expecting the Grim Reaper to come get some of us?
We can't afford to lose any Simplextons.
Okay, man, let's get on with it. KE4SYV. Yeah,
that's you short on time means people with 1 foot in the grave, but We all got some toes in the grave. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was Larry in Rockville. Kilo, Yankee, Victor. Who else is south? We're going to be short net. Anybody else south? Anybody else east? Hey, what's going on there, Mr. James?
Hot day today, and I'm picking up on my computer right now too.
You say you're doing what on the computer?
On the computer.
Oh, okay. How does it sound to you on the computer? Because I can't. I don't know. I got my headphones on. I can't hear myself.
Well, I can hear you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I have the situation I have is it's not unique, but I'm sitting. I got the mic on the arm. The remote arm, so I can pull it right up to my face, more or less. But the speaker from the radio is up about 4 feet from me, and the microphone that's on the TV, the video, is on right beneath it. So I don't know how my voice comes across on the YouTube screen because it doesn't use the same microphone I have in front of my face. It's a microphone that's about 3.5, 4 feet from me.
Sounds pretty much the same as over the radio. Sounds pretty much the same as it is over the radio.
Okay, very good. I'm glad it's a good enough sensitive on that. It's a fairly good quality Logitech, so I'm happy that it works out well. I do have a couple other microphones that I could use for the input, but that one's more convenient for me. Place and it's sitting in front of the radio. Anyway, anything else for the net, James?
No, I'm just playing with the computer in here.
Okay, very good. Call it computer wrestling. That's what I've always called it. Especially laptop wrestling. It's a lot more difficult. Anyway, that was James, Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel.
KM4YRF, and I'm east.
You're YRF. You heard somebody inquiring about your condition?
Yeah, Brian's wanting me to spend some money with him on Saturday.
Oh, man. He's soliciting business before the event?
To let everyone know that I'm doing much better. Doctor took me off of one particular medication, and days that I haven't taken it, I've had improvement both days. So looking forward to breakfast on Saturday and also the Hamfest.
Yeah, I hope everybody's getting the message because I'm sending it out like 3 times before the breakfast about being at Shoney's, which I think it all of a sudden occurred to go to Shoney's instead of the Golden Corral.
Well, it'll cost a little more, but it'll be worth it. We'll be close.
No, I think it's about the same. I was wrong about the difference in cost because if it's a difference, it's a difference of a few cents or $1 or something. I forget.
Well, I think it was like it cost me like either 15 or 17 bucks.
Oh, that's because they think you're from.
Oh well, that could. I'll have to change that when I get there.
Yeah, they identify. Oh, as another person from David's.
Well, food's good anyway.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I do like Golden Corral better though. I think I do. They tried to give us the bums rush over there at Shoney's at one event. Don't you remember?
Oh yes, I do, and I didn't like that. But the Golden Corral is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I should have told that gal at Shoney's I've been kicked out of better places than this.
I started to.
Anyway, anything else for the net, Michael?
I think that's all, Paul.
Very good. That's Michael. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee. Who else is south? Nobody else south or east?
Whiskey 8, Papa Lima.
Hey, Philip, are you at the fair or home?
Oh, I'm sitting beside 2 knuckleheads here in this W4EAO trailer.
Say that they were fellow hams from the Wilson Club, and the knuckleheads is a given.
Too nice.
Knuckleheads are a given out there. Who else is with you?
Richard and Glenn.
Oh yeah, I got Glenn. Glenn checked in on a short time thing.
Oh yeah, well Richard will be back in a minute, but maybe he'll do a late check-in with you.
I'll check him in anyway. He's a day late and $1 short.
Oh yeah, copy that.
How's it going all right in the trailer? You got the air conditioner in that trailer, don't you?
Conditioner too.
There used to be a time when hams were tough. I guess that's not true anymore.
Yeah, we're more or less turkeys now.
No, no big deal. If you got the comfort, you might as well use it, you know? I mean, I saw that today. It was an interesting, I Ohio. Now, I'm not from Columbus, Ohio, but I grew up in that climate. And it's, you know, it's like due south of, well, you know where it is. Columbus is kind of between Bill and not Wells. Yeah, whatever. It'd be Cincinnati and Cleveland. You know, it's in the kind of in the middle of Ohio. And it's the teachers went on strike for the first time in like 45 years, and they're demanding air.
Imagine that.
I mean, I can't. I just don't. I wouldn't get that at all. I mean, yeah, I get, but so what? You need air conditioning. You know, we don't get air conditioning. To hell with the kids.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just funny to me that I'd never heard of a school system. You know, the teachers union going out on strike for air conditioning. We just used to open the windows.
Yeah, I used to ride the school bus when I had to open the windows. I don't know if school buses have air conditioners on them now or not, but I'll imagine they probably do.
I never thought about it really because I never had to ride a school bus.
Yeah, well, like I said, they had heat, but they had to railroad them.
Well, I kind of am fibbing there. I try not to qualify the short bus I took to school as being a bus.
Did you see that guy down there in Huntsville that had that inside out white beater shirt on? It kept following me around. I couldn't get away.
Had the inside. Oh yeah, that's what a dumbass.
Poor guy. I said, it looked like he was lost.
Well, perfectly because, well, just look around. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
In fact, a lot of those shirts you saw have been better inside out.
Yeah, I think that you've got a point there.
Just be glad I have my pants on right side up.
Problem.
Anyway, no, it's just I couldn't look dumber if I tried.
Oh,
Well, I've got thick skin, so that didn't bother me too much. Besides, well, most of the hams aside.
well, I was trying to not to mention it.
That's all right. I went into the bathroom and changed it anyway.
Know that.
Yeah, I did. I said, man, that's stupid with that tag hanging out.
All right, Paul. I'm gonna let you get some more check-ins. Curious, everybody, and anybody out there, come on out to the Wilson County Fair, and then if not that, then come out Saturday at Sitters 11. I'll be out.
Good, that's Philip. He's over at the fairgrounds, Whiskey 8, Papa Lima Alpha, and by proxy was Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. He's over there as well, and that's in the W4EAC emergency trailer over at the fairgrounds. Who else is?
W4 KM4HQE.
Hey, hold on, Stan. I got a little bit of a double there with.
Yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay, and looking forward to the Amfest here in the park.
You putting your knobby tires on your electric vehicle? Your ride over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it ready.
Put the off-road tires.
Yeah, I may need some up there. Yeah, doing good. Just hobbling around and getting stuff done.
Hobbling around. Yeah, I know. He was on vacation this week up in New Jersey. He went to the beach in New Jersey, and he'd been there before a long, long time ago. And all of a sudden, he's 57, so he's quite a bit younger than me. And all of a sudden, he says, "I got a pain in my leg, like I got a pinched nerve, and I can barely walk."
Yeah, it happened. Some I was a lot younger, you know.
Oh, I know. Through physical abuse on the job.
You got that right.
No, it really is. You don't realize we all think, and then we realize later that we're far from it because we damaged certain components of our arms, legs, hips, joints, and everything.
We were super mad, then we found out we were goofy.
That's right. Anyway, anything else for the net?
everybody's doing okay, and hope the weather's nice.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna be there regardless. I'll a clean shirt and a towel.
Yeah, Frank, plenty of cash.
Oh yeah. Cash is hard to come by these days, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was Eddie, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray, and he is in Gladeville. And I heard you in there.
Yeah, how's it going, Paul?
It's going great. Now we get to go to 2 Ham Fest Saturdays in a row. You gonna be over there?
Yeah, probably not theaters.
You say yes?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, I hope it's good. I hope a lot of vendors, a lot of people show up.
Yeah, hasn't been real great the last few times I've been there, but hopefully this one will be better.
Well, I think I told you they had some flyers at the Ham Fest in Huntsville there on the tables for this event. So maybe be more people showing up.
Yeah, I hope so.
And it doesn't matter. You could have 6 hams. It was
Yeah, that's true, Paul. Nothing else back in that KM4HQ.
yeah, very good. That was Stan Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Who else is east? I got no copy on that. All I heard was noise. Anybody got a copy on that?
All I'm getting is
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to, a squelch break. Let's try that again, please. And now they're investigating their equipment, I'm sure. Well, if you get it fixed, just give us a call back. We'll take you anytime. Anybody else east? Any east or north?
GB9RKK.
Yeah, you didn't hear anybody on that last call, did you, Frank? Yeah, I just heard noise. Somebody, either they were just annoying us or they accidentally were annoying us.
No, I didn't hear it at all. But so they must not be very close to me.
Hey, I didn't tell you, since you're still using. Yeah.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Like a dummy, I'm bearing my soul to you guys now. Like a dummy, I had a 5-foot wire out there, and thinking that would be sufficient, or 220, I forget, 220. I couldn't get my radio on the 991A to tune it on 40 meters, something else. I forget which ones. And I said, this is silly. This doesn't make any sense. I got the right, baling on in, and I got the wires up in a pretty good location. I go, well, if I'm going to have a half wave 160, which was my intent, I need closer to 200, and so I added another 40 feet of wire to it, strung it up, came in the shack, tuned up perfectly on all the beams.
Yeah, they'll do it. I mean, it works better. That'll work on 60 meters too. You'll need a tuner for the other stuff, but it'll probably do 160 and 60 without a tuner.
Yeah, no, it's working fine. I was just thrilled that, because it's so annoying when you go to just a regular. It's not like you're in some wacky part of the system. You're in a normal band for normal transmission, and the onboard tuner won't tune it. I could tune it with my manual tuner, but that's not what I wanted.
No, I get you. Yeah, yeah. You need a. I mean, that's one like not do 160 with my current tuner that I have in line because it's really not meant for it. You're with my other one that I had, I still have it. I just got it out of line. The other one, I was able to make 160 content on the content. So I mean, it works. I'm gonna give credit to the other stations, but it works.
Well, yeah, what you're ending up reduced wattage, very many times, and maybe the signal's just not as good, coming off with a compromised antenna.
I probably had a half a watt, but interestingly enough, I tried it with Bill one day, and he was using his I think he was on his spider. Yeah. and he just got the tuner to make it happy. And we were talking on 160. We were getting a better signal than we do on any of the other bands.
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting. HF can be interesting because, like I was telling Glenn earlier, I said I couldn't even hear him, just barely. I mean, it was just like a whip. He's 17, 15 miles from me straight at the fair, and I could hear the other party up in Michigan, 10 over.
Yeah, interesting. And I don't know, I don't have any like real data other than personal. A C wave set, a really, really old one, and actually above the AM band, which I think is now part of the experimental 1710. That was the old police band.
Oh, is that right? The police band that had the 12-foot antennas on the cars.
I mean, they would have to be extremely big. I'm sure there was some kind of compromise. I'm talking back in a real long time ago. But it was the old police band, according to some of the shortwave radios I used to see. I'm talking about tube ones. They had police band, and it was like just above the AM band. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Well, I'm sure they were compromised, but they made.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to be like probably, I don't know, the infancy of when they were starting to use it. But then, as far as my lifetime, they used to use the state police, what they call the low band, and it was like the big whip antenna bent on an angle.
I was referring to that big whip antenna like on Andy Griffith's car.
Yeah, I mean they used to use that when the Indiana police were chasing somebody over into the Illinois side. They could talk to each other.
Oh, by the way, if you get a chance, there's a police chase in Florida. I don't know if you saw that on the news. It was real, one of the craziest ones I've ever seen. The guy had hijacked a car, and then apparently that's where the video cuts in. He hijacked, carjacked, I should say, a 16 or 18-foot box truck, and they had like 7 or 8 cops, counties, and the state troopers all chasing him through Gainesville.
Oh God, I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to look to see if I can find the footage. Some of that stuff is just stupid, silly. But as long as nobody, I hate when innocent people get hurt.
Cars, and he bumped into a bunch of cars, and they got him. Obviously, he's got grand theft auto and a couple of, just a mess, and it's capped off, if you can believe it. They tried. Here's these cop cars attempting to do that pit maneuver on an 18-foot. The very last maneuver after about 12 or 15 minutes, and and he could no longer control the vehicle. He fell out of the cab when he opened the door, and he tried to run for it. And when he tried to run for it, another cop car ran into him and hit him.
Oh, I remember one time I saw something like that, but it wasn't box jumping. It was somebody. They stole from the mall. They took the whole two big racks. They just grabbed them and ran, and they threw them into the back of a hatchback. It was those hatchback ladies had the hatchback Mustang 4-cylinder car. One and they were going, and thing I ever saw, because there was like 3 different cities, the mall security vehicle, the state police, the county, and they pulled right into the alley where my brother was working, and they jumped in the garbage can. All the mechanics are like, they're in there.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but again, that hurt that I know of. Maybe the driver, that carjacker got hurt when he got hit by the car. But if you see how he's driving out of the highway, jumping the median 2 or 3 times, running through parking lots, running through, just at high speed through heavy traffic lights, it's amazing that somebody wasn't killed.
Yeah, and that's why they ban a lot of this stuff. They don't allow the police to do a lot of places, but then I don't know. There's pros and cons. I don't know the answers to it, and we're not going to solve them today. But I'm just glad nobody else that got hurt. It sounds like. Anyway, I feel for the guys over there at the the fairgrounds, I heard they've been, the fairgrounds themselves have been pretty busy. I'm having some vehicle issues right now, so that's why I'm not there. But I'll turn it back over to you, KB9RTK.
Very good. That's Frank, KB, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo, with a big signal, of course, out of north. Who else is north?
WB0 and Owen.
Okay, we had a double, but Mark, you doing okay? You're not over at the fair?
Nope, not over at the fair. Dealing with more gas. Seems like every time I turn around, something's crashing.
Yeah, you mean in the house or on your radio?
We're fine. Refrigerator broke this week, and I don't know if you remember or not, but we had air conditioning for about 3 weeks this summer. Had some window units, but the central unit. So I'm not doing very good with compressors and freon.
No, I mean, especially painful when a refrigerator goes out because you got to make a choice. Am I going to fix it and pay the 2-3 a new one?
Yeah, well, mine is only 7 years old, and they have a 10-year compressor warranty. So I've been fighting that battle this week, but so far so good. I think I'll.
Oh, well, very good. Yeah, it's funny because my my mother had the same 25 years and it never quit, an old Frigidaire. And then my grandmother had one, and then she moved into the basement because she was still using it for storage. And old ammonia refrigerators with the thing that was set on top of the refrigerator. You probably remember seeing those.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were trying to remember the guy's name. The father invented it down in Apalachicola, Florida, and on vacation, and happened to run across the museum, and there was one lonesome ranger that was manning the store, and we got about a 2-hour dissertation on the innovation of air conditioning and refrigeration and ice making.
You're talking about Willis Carrier?
No, hang on a minute.
That's who I would have named the father of mechanical refrigeration, but maybe there's somebody that preceded him.
Well, I'll have to look it up. But they had mostly for ice making. It was a big oystering area, and they were wanting to ship oysters north. And of course, they couldn't do it without ice. In Florida, they don't get to cut it out of the lakes and store it underground like they do up north, or did up north.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't. Apalachicola is where the museum was, though.
Yeah, that's it, Gory.
Gory. I do know that name. It's specific to ice making. Then I'm gathering.
Yep, I guess so. I did a 2-hour tour.
You guys were victims. That wasn't a tour.
Yeah, I don't think he'd seen anybody.
Anyway, yeah, no, the Willis Carrier, an engineer, put together a thing up in, it was either New York or New York. First job was air conditioning either a printing plant or a bakery. I forget which it was, because in a printing plant, the biggest problem is the selling of the newsprint, and it would screw up depending upon what the relative humidity was in the printing press areas. Changed how they'd mess up a lot, and the air conditioning solved that. But you should see. I don't know if you've ever seen some of the. I saw some of those old systems from the prior. Well, I just say prior to 1950, because he did that in somewhere around 1920. I forget now. But man, if you had a refrigerator in those days, it took up half your kitchen.
Yep. Alrighty. Chipped in the gory name, thanks. And turn it back over and let you carry on. I'll be listening. WP0NOO.
Yeah, very good. So you think I'd know that better? That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo Zero, and November Oscar with the history of air conditioning. Bring everything about it. I mean, even who else is north or anywhere?
Hello.
Who's this? Is this Joel? This is Richard.
It's what's left of Richard. KI4SIB at the State Fair. Hello.
Hey, like in the Wild Man from Borneo sideshow.
Yeah, well, I'm something. We're working on it.
Everything going well for you guys?
Oh yeah, I just wish HF was better on a deadgum junior. Trying our best to do what we can do.
Which screwdriver are you using?
It's the small one. It's not the great big one. It's the smaller of the two.
Or well, there's Yaesu only has two sizes and they're both small, so it must be the Tar Heel.
It's the Tar Heel, yeah.
Makes one too.
And I think we'd be better off with a diamond sometime. But this thing's not bad. It's just, you're limited as to what you can do with a mobile engine.
What do you have it mounted on?
Back corner of this trailer.
Okay, so it's on a metal surface then. Okay.
No, it's the top of the trailer pretty well.
Does it have a ground plane attached to it?
Yeah,
Okay, well, very good. It should be okay, I guess. I mean, and again, it's rough. It can be rough depending upon conditions because it's such a small radiator.
Oh, yeah. Just wanted to say hello and 7-3 to everybody. Take care of yourself, and I'll holler at you when I can. Y'all have fun Saturday because I'll be right here. Be shutting up.
Well, you can come over to the breakfast at 7. It's at Shoney's.
Well, I might try and do that, but the rest of it's going to be up here.
No, I get you, but I'm saying that we're going to start the breakfast at Shoney's at 7 in Lebanon so that people can do both. I want to do both of them.
There you go. Okay, we'll try and make it then. KI4SIB.
Very good. Reminders are going out about that anyway. And it was Richard there at KI4SIB at the fair. Anybody else north or anywhere?
KQ4 AET.
Hold on. KQ4 Alpha Echo Tango. I had W4. What do you call it there? ASU doing that, you, Steve? Is that you, Steve? Whiskey 4. Yes? Yeah, WKU. I got my letters all mixed for W4 WKU. Here, signal, but I did recognize your voice. But how you doing there, Steve? Good. I tried to check in. It was yesterday, and you couldn't hear me. I was too much noise. Very good, Steve. Appreciate it. We had, I think that was Chris Kilo. Now, by the way, that was Steve. Whiskey Kilo uniform in just north of Bowling Green. And was that you, Chris? Ah, very good. Are you mobile or in the home?
Well, I was trying to do crossband repeat, so I was that guy you couldn't hear earlier, but I obviously messed up on my settings. I could hear everybody else. I could hear the conversation. I couldn't transmit right.
Oh, that's funny. That messed up.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to dig around into the settings, watch a couple more videos. But like, it was getting to my HT in the house just fine. Direction just wasn't getting out.
Which radio is that?
FTM 300.
Familiar with how that one works, but I know my Kenwood. It took me a little bit to get used to how to set it up, and which one's primary and which one was 70 centimeters for the crossband, right?
Yep, and I had a PL tone on coming between the this on 70, so that me talking wouldn't interfere with a bunch of other people, or they would be able to hear me. And then out was just plain coming on 2 meters, but it wasn't working. And then I tried. I'm wondering. I'm like, hey, do I have to have the same? Didn't work, so yeah, I just called it.
I got you. When you're transmitting on 70 centimeters to crossband, worries of somebody hearing me because nobody's on 70 centimeters.
That's true, I guess. I was just trying to be polite.
I understand, but it's so well. People scanners would see the signal, they just wouldn't be able to hear it unless they checked out the tone.
Right. And the other thing too, I remember like the radios supposed to get pretty hot, and maybe doing crossband repeat for a not a good idea because that sucker is hot.
Well, as long as you just limit your, I mean, you're the as net control, yes, you're on an 85 watt rig, and you could have fried eggs on that thing. But in your case, it's a short transmission. It's not going to because you're not transmitting continuously.
That's true, but on the repeat side, you're listening to a net.
Oh yes, but you should set your local 70 centimeter out to 5 watts.
That might be why it's heating up too. I didn't check that. I did a HT to 5 or to like low power, so half a watt. But yeah, I should go to 5 on the local one. That would keep the heat down.
I'm talking of burning up your radio. You're getting whatever 50 watts out of your radio for no reason other than you can listen to it.
Okay. Yep. Good. Thanks. That's a good tip. I'll make sure I do that next time and see if I can figure out how to get out on it also.
All right. It was Chris in here in Mount Juliet. Who else is that? It's Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango. Hope to see you at the fair not the fair, but that's there on Saturday. Who else is anywhere, any place?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
Man, I could hear Stevie with that Ford real thrill.
Wow, S4. Well, I got a lot of noise here. By the way, are you watching the YouTube screen?
No, I'm not. In the garage with my equipment and my computers inside.
Oh, I'll have to cancel you then.
That's still,
I hear Steve, the other Steve up there in Kentucky. Is that you?
that's still.
AC9 IM, correct? Who's full scale? 9 AM is full scale to who? I don't know who I'm talking to. It's a pretty bad signal to me. Okay, he's full scale to you, and yeah, I got you. Very good. But I don't know if was AC9 in there tonight. Yeah, I'm not copying that due to my noise level here. Yeah, fine. You got a different path. He's a little bit east of me, but he seems to hear you better.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him hardly ever when I was only 10 feet up, and I hear him, I guess, 5.
Yeah, well, you got to pay a premium in Davidson. You got to raise your taxes.
You're probably right about that.
Very good. But you didn't hear AC9 in there. AC9 IM, did you?
I did not. I thought that was impossible.
Is that you, Steve? Because really, it's rough, and I'm having trouble here. It is AC9.
No, that's W4WKU.
Okay, very good. Well, like I said, I heard him earlier. All right, Steve. Appreciate your help there, Steve. Whiskey 4 Whiskey Kilo Uniform. Is anybody else north, south, east, or west? Please come in.
KG4 IOT, Jackson Donaldson.
Hey, Jack, was wondering, ambulance service or something.
Well, I've been listening, but the noise level between Donaldson and Mount Juliet was so distorted. I could only make out about half of what you were saying, so I thought I would just wait to see if it cleared up, and it has cleared up.
Wild. Just like I had that problem the last time. It was just a reverse.
Exactly, and now I could hear most of the people checking in Juliet, but not all of them.
That's pretty wild. I don't think I was, but it sure is weird.
That thing last week, man, was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Good signal on you. It was just your voice.
Yeah, that's because you hadn't seen my first one.
No comment.
And not that bad. I mean, you might see her at the fair on one of the sideshows, but she's not that bad.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Very good. That was Jack and Donaldson. Keel go for India, Lima, Victor. Anybody else? Somebody's breaking my squelch again. Yeah, it must be. All I heard was SB, squelch breaker. Well, I don't know if that's Chris trying to correct his crossband repeat or not. Is that what it sounds like? No, not getting anything. Any place, anywhere. Please come now. Boy, we struggled with check-ins tonight, only 21, but we finished a little early. We'll move over to 10 meters unless I hear somebody in there again. P4BW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net, looking for check-ins any place, anywhere. And by the way, I'll just do it for the sake of arguing. Somebody go ahead and check in if you're going to check in. For those of you watching YouTube, or you can see it later, and it's 24 into the net. I'm going to switch it over. You won't hear me for a second because I'm going to just go over and show you what the screen looks like on 446.41. No noise whatsoever. You can see no noise whatsoever for those that are watching the screen there, but no noise at all on. And all I got is a raggedy mess of noise down on the here on 146.415. Oh, then we'll move right over to 10 meters. We're going to 28.415 unless I hear a complaint. A legitimate complaint anyway. Shoney's, Lebanon, 7 a.m. before going to the Cedars 11 event. 10 meters, 5, but you're right over there now.
5,000.
Hey, Michael, are you there?
I am.
How you copy me?
Perfect.
Antenna, because I forgot I changed antennas to my long wire. Jack, can you copy me here? Okay, I just wondered because I'm on a long wire, which is not really good. I can run out there and change it because I'm not sure unless you can do the net for me, Mike.
I can do it if you want, or if you want to change it, just do whatever you want to do.
No, go ahead if you don't mind.
Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, taking check-ins for 10 meters, starting from the west. Okay, great signal for you. All now. Good signal from Jack as well. Are you going to breakfast on Saturday? Okay, I'll be there. Who's next? Anyone else west?
Hey, I'm just because since I got Jack. Jack, are you copying PEW? How good is it? Is it any good to ask me? Yeah, no, I'm on a 260-foot wire. All right, very. It's one of that's why I really should be on the vertical, and that's why it's more painful. Anyway, check me in.
Got you, Paul. Thank you. West. Over to the south. Please call now. Anyone checking? Okay, nobody from the south. How about the east? If you're in the east, now's your chance. Dan, you got a great signal to me. You doing all right? I'm doing better. I've done better the last 2 days, and I hope tomorrow, man, I'll be about halfway back to normal. I'll be there. I'll be at breakfast and dinner. All right, thank you for your check-in. Who's next? For I think we're east. We're at east. Okay, over to the north. If you're in the north, now's your chance. Mark got a fantastic signal to me. Yeah, Mike, you sound stronger to me since you moved. Well, yeah, I'm probably a whole lot. Yes, maybe. Anyway, you sound great. Well, thank you, Mark, and you sound great as well. This is north. I'm waiting for Frank. Okay, how about anybody anywhere? If you can hear my voice, you can check into the 10-meter net. Last chance for check-ins, call now. Somebody, but I'm not sure. Does anybody hear anybody I can?
I got nothing.
Wound up with 6 check-ins. It's been kind of a slow night, but thank you, everyone. I'll say 73, and I'm headed back to 2 meters, KM4.
And well, I switched over to my dipole. Is that any worse or better?
10 over right now.
Yeah, well, you're pretty close. Well, Mark, are you still in there? Yeah, you're just yeah, I hear you perfectly, but it's very faint signal to me on the wires. When I hear you on the vertical.
I'm late. I got you, Frank. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Jack.
No, vertical. Yeah, just like we'd have on 2 meters or 70 centimeters. Yeah, yeah. You got 220 rig, do you? Oh, outrageous. Yeah, we're all the radio purchases. Yeah, I've got a vertical, that Comet tri-band for 220 and 70. And I also I'm going to be making a little Moxon for 220. See how that works. No, it doesn't have to be horizontal. Like a Moxon, I can make vertical for 2. So I just wanted to see what I could do directionally with it. Well, I'm still on the I'm on the off-center fed dipole right now. Hold on one second. Let me switch over to the back to the see how this can. Hold on. Okay, I'm back on the wire now. K4PEW. Okay, so the off-center fed was better than the wire. Ah, well, I need to go on vertical. That's where. All right, appreciate it. I forgot to turn off the net here, so it's turning off right now. Good night, everybody.